Give me the funniest moment you've ever had being George Harrison in the Fab Four. What's a moment where it was like straight up Monty Python that something that happened that you would remember for your whole life doing this kind of thing?
Yeah, I think just my favourite memory was meeting Paul McCartney. Again, I didn't really want to be dressed up as George when I met him. I'd rather have met him in an airport or whatever, an aeroplane. All right, mate, how's it going? And the people are like, I'm from Liverpool as well. That's how I wanted to meet him, but that's not how I met him. I met him dressed up as George.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to me, he goes, you look a little bit like George, actually. And I said, you look a little bit like Paul. So that was a very kind of like good moment. I managed to have a joke with him. He gave me a hug.
Now, you're in the room with Paul McCartney. Explain that. Like, how does that go?
Oh, it was around when George died. George died 2001, and his birthday is in like the February. And so Liverpool put together its own tribute to him. And rumour had it that Paul was going to turn up to the show. But I was thinking, that's not going to happen. As if Paul's going to turn up, there's local bands playing. There was a couple of decent acts there as well, a lot of acoustic stuff and that. And it was kind of like, it sold out pretty quick. But what had happened was Paul had told the organisers, I'm going to come down, but if you advertise that I'm coming, I won't come. And I realised the genius of that. What he was doing was he wanted the house to be full of George Harrison fans. If the organisers had said, Paul McCartney's going to come, then everyone who wasn't really a big George fan would have bought tickets just to see Paul. So he waited until the house was sold out, and then he turned up. So that's how I ended up backstage with him.
And that, my friends, is class. To front it like that, where I'll be there if you don't say anything, to pay homage to his friend, but in a way that shows so much class and respect to what his friend was about. I think that's what you come to expect from Mr. McCartney.
It's what you want. You meet, there's so many stories of people meeting their heroes. Could be an actor, could be a musician, and they meet them, and the actor or musician treats them like shit. And it's like, you've ruined all of the stuff, that I built you up in my mind. A lot of times when you're a kid and you're quite impressionable towards actors and musicians and people who speak to your spirit, you always want to meet them and then live up to that thing that you built up. And Paul did that to me. He was very down to earth. It wasn't like, who are you? You're not important. See, when he spoke to you, felt like you were the center of the attention at that point. Hey, mate, what do you do? How are you doing? And it's like, what a nice guy, Again, you probably got millions of stories and you can't name names of people that you've met and gone, what a tit.
Yeah. In many cases, we do name names, and then that's a whole other sack of sledgehammer. Me rambling on and thanking you, but I just wanted to let you know how much admiration we have for you as a person as well as an artist. And with that being said, I believe you have something special wired up for us.
Yeah, I wanted to sing a song, and I was like, I found an acoustic guitar all tuned up, ready to go. How accidental is that? I just wanted to sing a song for anyone that's listening. George wrote this tune in the garden of Eric Clapton on the eve of the breakup of the Beatles. And, most people would think he'd be depressed, saying goodbye to something. And he was actually quite optimistic that everything, is cyclical. Everything has its moments. Every dawn, every day has its dawn. Every winter has its spring. And so he wrote this song. So this is dedicated to all the people that are listening. Hopefully it sounds good for you guys. It goes like this. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here he comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Well, here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, it's alright. It's alright.
And that is the magic of Gavin Pring right there.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.